Number six we have is on, so identifying your team. And again, it's not just the BSA officer, it's not just the BSA team, if you have one's job to do it. It's everybody's job. So making sure that message is loud and clear is that everybody on the team is responsible for this and they all have a part. So that letter A there, so your frontline employees. Okay, so again, these are going to be the ones who a lot of times they're opening the accounts, or maybe they're talking to your customers, they're, making their deposit or getting their withdrawal, whatever they're doing, but they're in this prime position to where they can spot that unusual activity with customers. Maybe it's in their mannerisms and their behavior. Maybe they're on the phone with somebody. It looks like they're being coached, but they're in a great position to where they can pick up on some of those red flags, some of those transactions that don't make sense for your customer, and they can ask some of the questions. So that's in here too. And asking questions can be awkward. Again, it can be hard. There's a delicacy sometimes to how you do it. So that way it doesn't look like you're doing it in a nosy sort of way, or, trying to imply something, but there's a finesse to it and how you do it. So being aware that you can ask questions, but we want to make sure that we're doing it in an appropriate way. And I know during the conference, I talked to somebody who they sit down with their team and they kind of role play how to ask those questions and kind of the tone to use. These are the type of questions to ask, and it's a good way to do it. It's that way when you're in that position, you can kind of think back to that activity of role playing there and ask those questions to the customer. It might not be as awkward. It might just give them a little bit more power there. But then again, passing that information on. So it could be that you ask the questions and it still doesn't make sense for this customer. So we need to get that information up the line. Or it could be that, hey, we asked the questions and it makes perfect sense. So there's nothing, out of the norm going on here. And, you're good to go at that point too. So it's just really kind of having that conversation about the customer.